Hey everybody, got a new paddle here that I've been playing the last couple weeks and I wanted to share my thoughts on it. I think it's a worthwhile paddle for somebody to check out if they're interested in playing a control, soft feeling game. This paddle is from Gearbox. Now Gearbox has been in the racquetball and paddle sports business for a long time. So it only makes sense for them to jump into the paddle realm of things, and they're doing so in quite a big way. And these new paddles are making quite a splash out there. And this was my first time playing with a Gearbox paddle, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But it's a high quality product, and this one is called the GS6, and it's the Control series. This one is 7.8 ounces. They even have the weight right on the paddle right there, so you know what you're getting right out of the box. This is a thin paddle, as you can see. It's very thin, but what that does is that offers a lot of control. The thinner the paddle, the more the feelings seem to transmit into your hand and to your fingertips. So this is not going to be, you know, a power paddle, but don't despair. They also make the same model in a power series model. So it's really nice if you like this type of shape and you like Gearbox products. They give you a control option and also a power option. So this one is definitely for you dinkers out there that like to stay in the kitchen and just dink until the cows come home and frustrate the heck out of your opponent. And this one will really let you do that. This paddle has a carbon fiber face, and it's very smooth feeling, but it still imparts a lot of spin on the ball. And what's different about this paddle is what Gearbox calls solid span technology, which means the paddle is strong all the way to the edges, and you can see there's no edge guard. There's no edge guard on that paddle. It's all one piece. You see that? So what that means is when you hit the ball out here, which you don't want to do, but as we know, it happens, it's not going to deflect off that edge. And as anybody that plays pickleball knows, when you hit the ball near the edge and you hit that edge guard, it's, you know, it's point over. It just goes nowhere. But this one, you can hit it out here, and especially if you're dinking in the kitchen, you'll probably still get the ball back over the net. So it just gives you a more solid feel, you know, going sideways. And that's important in a long and narrow paddle like this one is. I mentioned it's almost 8 ounces. It feels very light as you swing it. If you like a light feeling paddle, this one feels really light and maneuverable. And it's very quick at the net. You know, if you have quick hands, this will make them even quicker. And if you're slow-handed, this will give you a little help. So it's 7 3/8 inches wide. It's 16 5/8 inches long. So it's a long and narrow paddle. So if you like that shape, this shape is very popular now. It's my favorite paddle is the Invicta. It's similar shape to that one. And the thin design really lets it whip through the air. It's very aerodynamic. You get no drag. You know, when you're swinging, it just cuts right through the air like a, you know, like a sword. You'll feel like a samurai warrior out there. So give this one a try, all you control players. What else can I tell you? No edge guard. It comes in 2 different grip sizes. So if you like a little smaller grip, you can get the 3 5/8, or if you like a, you know, normal size 3 15/16, almost 4 inches. And the handle is very comfortable. It's got a nice wrapping on it, and the grip shape is a little bit rectangular, not much. Kind of standard, I would say. Fits your hand really well. Feels nice in your hand. It's a quiet paddle, when you play with it. It's pretty quiet and it's got a nice soft feel to it. So all you players out there that like the carbon paddles, there's not many options out there. If you like the carbon surface and you like the graphite, I forgot to mention there's Graphite Chambers in here, which is part of the new technology that Gearbox is pushing. It's like I said, it's called a solid span core, and the graphite chambers inside of here are organized in such a way that it optimizes performance of the paddle. It's not just, you know, thrown in there haphazardly. They've done a lot of research and found the optimized way to organize the graphite chambers inside the core, and it just lends itself to a super solid playing paddle. So I was pretty impressed with this one. Anybody that plays a control game that likes these carbon fiber paddles, you have a really good option out there. It's priced very moderately. It's not the most expensive paddle. It's not the cheapest. I think it's around $125, $135. But I definitely recommend this one. Check it out. And I think Gearbox is going to be a player, and it's going to compete with the big boys. So well done, Gearbox, and check it out, and I'll see you soon.